Hedera might be down over 30% over the last 21 days, but behind me is the HBAR chart on the 1 week, and it played out exactly like we said it was going to in last week's video, which was coming into a bear flag and breaking to the downside. But we do have some good news on the lower time frames. We'll get into that a little bit later in the video, but I'm going to share some bullish news. What are some of the verticals that HBAR is accelerating in? And a new breakthrough in AI potentially for content creators or anyone really with a following that can help people make a lot of money. So we got RWA and AI. We're going to hit on that. And then, of course, again, towards the end, we'll come back to the HBAR chart and we'll maybe throw out a little price prediction. So like the video and sub to the channel. Let's start here. We always talk about Hedera's for institutions. Well, here you go. This is from 21 Shares. The enterprise grade DLT just entered the ETP market. If you've never seen the word ETP, just know it's like ETF, but in Europe. It's the same thing, right? Exchange traded products versus exchange traded funds. We're proud to launch the 21 Shares Hedera ETP, giving investors exposure to Hedera's energy efficient, high speed network backed by global giants like Google and IBM. That's going to be a massive selling point. I want you guys to understand something. It's all about credibility. Okay, and we're talking about Hedera bringing on enterprises. Hedera wants to do this for governments. Hedera wants to do this for hedge funds. Guess what? There needs to be a level of credibility, and no one has more credibility when it comes to enterprises than Hedera. They literally have a governing council of, again, you see it mentioned in tweets like this, and it's going to continue to be a narrative. Google and IBM, these are massive legacy giants that give that credibility to a new project, and I say new relative to the legacy players, the industries, the enterprises that have been around for decades. To them, Hedera is relatively new. Well, this credibility of having likes of Google and IBM part of their governing council is a massive boost to potential adoption and people building on Hedera. So shout out to 21 Shares. We know there's a few ETF applications live here in the US. We know they've kind of been kicked down the road. They've been ruled that, hey, we're going to wait. We're going to push it down. We're going to reevaluate it. And so when that time comes, I do believe the U.S. will also give the green light to a Hedera ETF. It's just Europe got there first, as they have been with all these crypto ETFs. Now let's pivot from ETFs and let's talk a little bit about RWAs. Now, here's the great thing about Hedera. If you're a Hedera holder, you should be very excited. Why? Because you're not cornered into one little niche. You have AI, you have RWA, you have enterprise, you have stablecoins. So any of these four, if Hedera can grab any sort of large market share, you're set for life, essentially. 1 out of 4. If you get 2 out of 4, you multiply that by 2 and so on and so forth. And so here's one, RWA. This is from Zonic X, and I'm sure maybe it's Zonix. Big moves in the tokenization space this week, as you see here on your screen. Zonic teams up with Steg Finance to launch a $100 million compliant tokenized real estate offering on Hedera. Meanwhile, tokenized private credit crosses the $13 billion mark, and Solana heats up the RWA race. Of course, this is not a video on Solana. This is a video on Hedera. $100 million. I think the important key word, my friends, here is compliant, right? You want these institutions and these governments to tokenize things on chain. It's got to be compliant. And so you're going to see these words, again, the credibility with mentioning Google, IBM, the words like compliant funds, compliant offerings, compliant yada, yada, and it's all going to serve very well for HBAR. If you like the content so far, make sure to drop a like and a comment in the comment section. Now, let's get into the other narrative, two of the other four, which is AI. AI has been massive. Look what it's done to BitTensor. Look what it's done to Base with the Virtuals protocol. And well, don't forget about Hedera. Take a look at this. This is from Hashgraph Online DAO. Hedera and AI, founder demos. This was a pitch from Unthink AI. I'll give some context, so we'll have a little 1-minute clip of the video. Tina introduced an AI agent trained on your social media data and personality. As your influence grows beyond what's manageable, AI becomes the ideal tool to build and maintain relationships with your audience. Let's take a peek here. Now, this is a 3-minute video. Feel free to watch this on X yourself. Just go over to Unthink AI, that handle on X. And but this is a little clip that kind of abbreviates everything that this AI agent will be able to do.
Take it one level further. Avery also gets a shop, and this shop is generated by AI. It is generated by converting her videos and images and ideas into shoppable links from the brands. So imagine that the brands, first of all, get credibility. They can come and talk to her. She keeps her consumers engaged. And the brands can come and also give her catalogs, which are automatically featured into her shop. But note that Avery, as a human, has the ability to edit and uh, adjust the product descriptions the way she wants. And I'll come to why that's important in the next slide. So in terms of HCS, so what we use.
Let me tell you from someone who can speak on this, having a business, being a content creator, I'll tell you what, I still struggle personally as we get busier, as we get larger followings, to keep track of the brands, the sponsors, the community, and really making everyone feel like you're engaging with them. And if you have a little AI agent there next to you, like the little thing on your shoulder telling you, this is what's happening, this is what's going on, what would you like me to say, how would you like me to respond, what kind of information would you like me to give? I can't tell you how big of a massive value that would be to me, who I consider a mid-level creator in terms of my size and reach, versus the people that are spending millions of dollars a year hiring people to do so when they can just have an AI agent built on Hedera. It's cheap, cost-effective, faster, and I'm sure a lot more benefits. So, man, shout out to that. Now, with that being said, let's get back to the HBAR chart. Now, I mentioned weekly, we did have that bearish breakdown from this bear flag pattern. And again, I highlighted in the last video that we have on our channel last week. If you don't believe me, you can go reference that yourself. Now, from wick to wick, this thing fell 30% over a 2-week span. It is currently seeing a little bit of a resurgence, but the daily tells a slightly different story. Although on the daily, we had a falling channel, which did break to the upside, although we didn't get the follow through we expected. But the good news here is when we broke, we caught support right at the bottom end of our cloud, which again, I'll drop a flag so we can take a peek at exactly where that is. That's 16.34 cents. Now, to be fair and honest, this does look like another bear flag setup for HBAR coming in, and that is so bad, I have to redraw it again. This is your pull, and then coming into a potential flag again. Now, I want you to understand something. Just because you see a pattern on there doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. We could literally get one bullish announcement, the ETF passes in the United States, and this bear flag can go out the window. This move here can extend past the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, could take over the 9-day MA, the 26-day moving average, trade above the cloud, and everything is back to up only. That could possibly happen. There's a lot of unknown factors, but from a technical standpoint, if you're looking to trade Hedera, make some money, scalp profits, and then take that and add to your HBAR bag, the trade I'd be looking for right now is a potential short at either our 9-day moving average, which currently sits at around 17.74 cents, or if we end up getting some follow through, I would target the top end of this cloud, which depending on when we do get this move up, you're looking at anywhere between 18.5 cents up to 18.9 to 19 cents. And again, use this as a way to make some money, scalp some profits, and then take those profits and buy more HBAR, build up your bag essentially for free. If you're looking for an exchange to trade on in the US, we do have a buy DeFi link, no KYC, no VPN. We did hit a couple of HBAR trades in that, so that link's in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want more HBAR content, let us know in the comment section. Also, if you like HBAR, we have an entire playlist of all HBAR price predictions, news, interviews, Mance Harmon, you name it, it's all in there. Go check it out. And also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Till the next one.